Good morning, class. This is the online class of class 6, and today I'll be continuing with this chapter. Okay, this chapter, as I've given the part 1 in the previous class, this chapter's name is How the Dog Found Himself a New Master. So, the dog wanted a new master. He first found a wolf, but the wolf was not stronger than bear. So the dog now made the bear his new master. Okay, in the previous chapter, this is the part 2. Okay, so seeing that the bear was stronger than the wolf, dog decided to take up service with him, and he left the wolf and asked the bear to be his master. The bear agreed to this readily. See point number 5. Okay, and said, "Let us go and find a herd of cows. I will kill a cow, and then we can both eat our fills." So now the bear, look at in the picture. The bear agreed to be his master. Okay, and the bear told that they will look at the herd of cows. Okay, and they will kill a cow and they will eat it. Okay, they walked on and soon saw a herd of cow, but just as they were about to come up to it, they were stopped by a terrible noise. The cow was mooing loudly and running in panic in all directions. So what happened is that when they were about to attack the herd of cow, suddenly a terrible noise, a very uh, te- uh, bad, okay, ugly noise started to come, and the cow started moving and running in all directions. The bear looked out from behind a tree, and then he too ran hastily deeper into the forest. So the bear quickly hid itself under behind the tree. Okay, and what happened is that the bear now was looking at why the cows was suddenly making a terrible sound. Okay, and looking from behind the tree. Okay, now let's come. "Now why did I have to come here?" said he to the dog. "It is the lion who rules the forest in these parts." So what happened is that now the dog is surprised that the bear is so strong than the wolf. Then why the bear had to hide itself behind the tree? Okay, and the dog is asking. Now the bear is telling that bear means bhalu. Okay, in Hindi. Now the bear is telling that it is the lion who rules the forest in these parts. So lion is known as the king of the jungle. So the lion, who's he? Now the dog is curious to know about the lion. Okay, now the dog does not know about the lion. The lion, who's he? Don't you know he is the strongest beast on earth? So the dog was unaware of the fact that the lion was the king of the jungle and was the strongest and rules the forest. Okay, he was not aware of that fact. And what happened, the bear is telling him that the lion is the king of the jungle, and he is further telling that he rules he is the ruler of this forest. Okay, well then, I will say goodbye to you, bear. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth. So, as I told you in the previous part 1, that the dog wanted a strong master, okay, because he was afraid to live a life alone, because of he had to hunt for the food, and he was afraid of stronger ones, that stronger creature might attack him. Okay, the dog, so dog wanted a master. First the dog became the servant of the wolf, but he saw the wolf was weaker than bear, so the dog became the servant of the bear. Okay, and when he saw bear is also weaker than lion, then now he is telling the bear that he wants to become the servant of the lion, and the lion his master. Okay, and he's telling now goodbye to the bear. Okay, Well then, I'll say goodbye to you, bear. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth. So he wanted a stronger creature on earth, so that the master could protect the servant. The servant is the dog, okay? And off the dog went to ask the lion to be his master. The lion agreed to it, and the dog stayed with him and served him for a long, long time. So, what happened now? The dog went and asked the lion, "Lion, can I be your servant and you my master?" And the lion agreed to it, and they both became. The dog stayed with the lion and served him. Okay. It was a good life, and he had nothing to complain of, for there was no stronger beast in the forest than the lion, and no one dared touch the dog or offend him in any way. Now, when the dog was staying with the lion, what happened is that the dog had a this dog had a safe life, because no one dared, or no one had the courage to touch the dog, because he was under the shelter, or under lion. The lion was his master, so no one dared to touch the dog. But one day the two of them were walking side by side along a path that ran amid bare cliff, when all of a sudden the lion stopped. He gave a great roar and struck the ground angrily with his paw. A paw means in Hindi it is called panja, okay? With such a force that a hole formed there. Then he began to back away very quietly. So what happened is that when both dog and the lion was walking, there was a sudden roar, okay? The lion roared, okay? And what happened? He gave a one paw with a full force on the ground, and there was and quietly and silently he began walking back. Now dog is curious. Now why the dog is thinking that why his master the lion is behaving such a way. "What is it, master? Is anything wrong?" asked the dog, surprised. "I smell a man coming this way," the lion said. "You better run for it or we'll be in trouble." So the lion sensed or smelled that there was a human being in the forest, and the lion is telling to the dog, "We better run, or otherwise the man will hunt us and kill us." "I smell a man coming this way." Okay. "Oh, well, then I'll say goodbye to you, lion. I want a master who is stronger than anyone on earth." So now what happened is that the dog understood that there is much more stronger creature than lion, okay? And now he wanted much more stronger creature than lion, and he says goodbye to the lion, and he says that he was much more stronger to protect the dog. To protect him, he wanted more stronger master. And off the dog went to join the man, and stayed with him and served him faithfully. This happened long, long ago, but to this day the dog is man's most loyal servant and knows no other master. So the dog went and joined the man, okay? And the dog stayed very faithful to the man, okay? And so this happened a very long time ago, okay? But to this day we see that dog is the most loyal and best friend of human being, okay? From all the animal, dog is the most loyal and most faithful creature, okay? So to this day this happens that dog is man's most loyal servant and knows no master. So this is the reason that dog became the servant of human being, okay? And this is the part 2 of the video, and in part 3 I will give you question and answers in the next class. Thank you.